Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to go over our paycheck number 1, and I am using this paycheck as our extra paycheck. We decided to do that so that we can just pay debt quicker, at least in my mind, pay it quicker, and it can be less, so when the interest kicks in it'll be a little less than it will be if I paid it at the end of the month. At least that's how I'm thinking in my brain. Let me know if you guys, when you guys do extra paychecks, do you guys do it at the end of the month or in the beginning of the month? I used to do it at the end of the month, but that was because we weren't paying a lot into debt. We were just, using it. But now that I'm paying debt, I want to use it in the beginning of the month. But let me know what you guys do. So in our extra paycheck, we are not paying any bills. So no mortgage, no light bill, no gas bill. But we are paying, or we are putting money aside for food and for gas. So food is for 1 week, groceries for 1 week, and then gas is for 1 week. So before I even start, I need to tell you how much my husband got paid, because he was the one that gave us this extra paycheck. So he gave us $2,264. We were expecting a little more because we felt like he did more overtime than the last paycheck, and he got paid the same amount as last time he got paid, and he did more overtime this week. So we were expecting more, but I don't know. I don't know if something happened or they didn't count it. He's gonna look into that to see what happened. But we have 2,264, and then we are putting money aside for our groceries. So for food we save 200, so minus 200, and then gas, which is 100, so minus 100. And we do have one car. I don't go to work, I work from home. My husband is the one that goes to work, so this is the gas that he uses. Since it is a Honda Civic, he spends about $40 every time he puts gas. 45. It depends where he puts it, because if he puts it by his job, he can put like about $50, but if he puts gas where we live, it can be like around 42, depending again what gas station he goes to, because there's some expensive ones, but you can also find some cheap ones if we're lucky. And our car doesn't hold that much gallons, so that's why it's that much. Next, we are saving for my daughter's party, so I'm gonna put party, and we are saving 400, so minus 400. This does include food, decorations, anything we might need. Nowadays parties can be expensive, so we're saving that. Her birthday is in November, so we still got some time in case we do need to get more things, but I'm hoping to only spend $400. Next is our debt. So I am going to pay Chase, and I do want to pay $700 into Chase, so $700. So that leaves us with $864. And we did go to the dentist for my son and my daughter, so we did have to pay not too much, in my opinion. I'm not sure, everyone is different, but we did have to pay $91. And since we weren't expecting to pay, we did use our credit card, but I am paying that back into our credit card. So that $91 is going back into our credit card. For the 700, we did want to purchase costumes. We did already purchase our costumes since my husband gets paid on Wednesday. We did already get it, and that came out to $135. So that's minus 135. And what we're gonna be this year is from Pokemon. My son is gonna be Ash, my daughter's gonna be Misty, my husband's gonna be Brock, and my daughter wants me to be Nurse Joy since Brock loves, you know, all the women, and she chose Nurse Joy. So that's what we're gonna be. And I found everything on Amazon. Thankfully, my daughter has shorts and shoes. My son has shoes and pants. So we just needed to buy like his jacket. For my daughter, we just need to buy the shirt and suspenders. For my husband, he did need to get a whole outfit. He does not have a brown shirt. He does not have the vest. I mean, sorry, brown pants or the vest, and an orange shirt. So we had to get that. But we found it pretty cheap. Everything was, for his costume, I believe it was like the most expensive. Maybe it was like $60 for everything, because we kind of went on the cheap side since this stuff is going to be only worn once, at least for me and my husband. And then my costume wasn't that much either. So we got really good deals, in my opinion, for getting 4 costumes. That's how much we spent. And then we are having a little party for my grandma. We wanted to get together for her, and we are all pitching in for food and for anything that we need. So I did give my aunt money, so I'll just put for my Gma, I did give her $40 because that's what everyone was pitching in. So that was that. And then we did decide to get Paramount Plus. My husband, you know, he wanted Paramount Plus because he does watch the soccer games there. So he was telling me that he really wants to get it. We did have it. We had the promotion of, oh gosh, I don't remember. I think it was like $4 for 3 months, I believe. I don't remember the price of it, or $2 for 4 months, something like that. But that expired. So he asked me if he can get it, and I said, why not? This is his extra paycheck. He worked for it. That's what he wants. So we did get the year with no ads. So that came out to a total of, so we put Paramount Plus, $120. So that leaves us with $478. And this $478 I am going to leave for us to spend on anything we want. If you want to, again, like I mentioned in every video, like our emergency fund, because I don't have any envelopes like for medical, for our car. I don't have any of those. I just budget each paycheck, and I don't put money aside for cash stuffing envelopes or any of like that. So that's why I think that's why we were spending more and using our credit cards, because we don't have that. So this is my way of saving. Instead of doing individual envelopes, I'm just saving a big chunk instead. I hope I make sense, but this money will be for us. So I guess I'll put like e-fund, because it's not really our emergency fund, but it is money that we can use for anything that we need that comes up in our life. But that's what we're doing for this paycheck. I'm happy with this. I mean, in the following weeks, our paychecks will still put money aside for Chase. I do want to put money aside. I do want to put money into each debt. So like our loan, our student loan, well, maybe not my student loan, but their Citi credit card and Chase credit card. I want to put a little bit in each of them. But this is what we're doing. I do want to do a monthly breakdown of, you know, predict what we're going to get in each paycheck and see how much actually goes into debt. But yeah, thank you guys again for watching. I hope you have a good one. Comment anything below. Tell me what you guys do with your extra paycheck. I know some people put it into their mortgage, or they put it into their savings. I kind of do anything. I was planning on putting debt, but decided not to. So let me know what you guys do. Thank you guys again for watching. Have a good one. Bye.